Hey Legionnaires, welcome back. We're here with some more Napoleonic action for you today, and we have a glorious Peninsular War duel set up for you today, as we have 4 French corps taking on 4 coalition corps of Britain and Spain, and I guess a little sprinkling of Portuguese magic in there as well. We have another clan battle from the Lord's Discord here for you today, and yeah, this is going to be a really fun one. It's a 34-point battle. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. We've got yeah, 1811 cores. We're here on the Stock map. We've had this one before on a cause in a clan battle recently. It was a really fun one, so I'm expecting a really like close and epic battle once again. We've got some good players in this one. This is from the perspective of the Massena Corps. So we have Massena 10-pointer Portugal here playing as this one. I have the replay paused to start with. I know we don't usually have it, but it starts off pretty quickly by the looks of it. So I'm just kind of keeping a pause so we don't miss any of the action. So we have Massena, Portugal, as one of the corps back here, 10-pointer. We have Suchet, Aragon here. We have all the way back there. We have Dorsen Nord, which I guess is like Army of the North. Looks like there's a lot of like Young Guard sort of stuff. So it's like, yeah, maybe like Army of like the North, sort of like northern Spain, that sort of areas. Yeah, lots of like Young Guard here, so it should be fun to see them in action. And then the final army is Sulta South, which is, yeah, he was like in Andalusia fighting sort of around this. Yeah, I believe like Dorsen will be like sort of like near Navarre, that sort of area. That's the like where it was basically just, they had a lot of troops, the French, garrisoning the pass between France and Spain just to stop guerrilla warfare. As you can see here, this is what I mean by it starting pretty quickly. We have a British cavalry charge almost immediately, and yeah, the corps that they have today, we have Wellington 11-pointer, we have Beresford, who's an 8-pointer, Graham a 5-pointer, and then Blake, the Spanish corps here, who's a 10-pointer. So yeah, as you can see, it's going to start pretty quickly, so we'll just get straight on into the action. If you're enjoying the NTW3 action, as always guys, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. And as you can see, the British come flying on in, and they're going to take out this Chasseur Cheval with ease. And yeah, the first loss is going to be to the French here, so that is a shame to see for them. But yeah, they've got plenty more cav on the way, and you can see they're already moving over dragoons in this direction to try and deal with the light dragoons here of the British. And they are British light dragoons, they're not Portuguese ones, so that's a pretty good cav unit that's going to have to be dealt with. And yeah, more dragoons moving over. Massena seemed like he brought a decent amount, some artillery as well, but well being wheeled up. Might need to keep that a bit more protected. I feel like that's very vulnerable to be taken out by a rogue British cav unit. But yeah, let me know who you're rooting for. Are you Team Britain, or are you Team Coalition, I should say, or are you Team France? I'd be interested to see what you guys are rooting for. And yeah, I hope you guys have been enjoying the Napoleonic action. I'm really enjoying it at the moment. I'm, you know, with like all the Napoleon trailers coming out, and like it's getting closer and closer to that release date. I am very much in a Napoleonic like mindset right now, and we've got some awesome custom battles, clan battles, and historical battles to show off.
We've taken the building, sir.
We've got all sorts. We've got 3 different variants right now of like the battles. But yeah, there you go. Farmhouse being taken there. That's a win. And let's see what else happens. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna see SARS just, you know, scouting out over here. What British cav is this? It's not British cav, it's Portuguese. Easiest way to tell the difference for those of you that maybe are like newbies to NTW3, Portuguese cav and or Portuguese dragoons, or chevaliers, I think they are really, and the British light. You'll see them very similar. They've got the same hat. The Portuguese ones have the red like feather. They also have a bit more gold and red on them, while the British ones are more have like a bit more white. White and blue. I mean, the Portuguese are in blue there, but they don't have the red, the British on their collars, and they don't have like the gold trim, more the a white sort of trim going on them instead. So it's a little bit hard to tell. In the fury of battle, it's kind of hard to obviously tell. But yeah, there are some British heavy dragoons. They are like the nasty ones that the French are going to have to avoid here today. The Peninsula campaign as well, France doesn't really have access to a lot of heavy cav, if any. So they're really going to struggle with dealing those British dragoons. They're going to have to use probably squares, or just a lot of mass cav of their own to try and beat them. Probably their best chance is things like Vistula Legion, Lancers, which I don't know if any of them have access to, or maybe any guard, like Young Guard cavalry, which I also don't know if there's actually any here, to be honest, today. I mean, we've obviously got Dorsen with the Nord, But yeah, I don't think they have. Lancasterburg, they don't look that great. They don't look like they're going to beat anything. That's British heavy cav. But yeah, it doesn't seem like he's brought any sort of like young guard chasseurs or anything like that. So it looks like they're going to be relying on infantry, mass volleys of infantry. But we've got a charger from something. We've got British cav as well coming straight on in. That is a rogue play there by Britain, charging cavalry at a building. But yeah, as you can see, we'll quickly show. You can see here, British light dragoons have a lot more white to them than the Portuguese ones. But yeah, there you go. That's all there really is to it. I don't know what's actually stormed this building. I presume it's this unit here, which is looks like a balloon guard or something very elite. Anyway, it won't be balloon guard, but it'll be something like that. And there you go. They've actually managed to capture the building. Well done to them. Spanish unit there managed to actually take the building from the French. They kicked them out, and Massena is now going to try and retake that building. But yeah, this infantry looks really good. I don't think it's balloon guard, but it might be, I guess. I thought the balloon guard was more like a pro-Napoleon sort of unit, but maybe it's not. Maybe it is. I think these might be balloon guard. I really don't know the Spanish uniforms very well. There you go, they're shooting into it. They're doing their bit. They're looking glorious. They will be able to duel very nicely with the French there. They will do a very good job. That is for sure. I'm looking forward to seeing them in action. And it looks like we're going to see, it looks like, yeah, look at that Britain over here, been scared off by some French cav. And yeah, it looks like the duel is really going to be over Stockholm. Obviously, it's going to be a battle for annihilation, or it's going to be a battle for who can hold the most LOCs. Stockholm is worth 4 points in an LOC sort of battle, so if it comes down to that, you do want to kind of hold Stockholm. There are other buildings. I've been told that some of these other ones are worth 1. They just don't get marked that they're worth 1. So that's something that I didn't know. Like, it just doesn't give it like a mark. Sometimes it's worth 1. Like these ones down here, it's worth 1 point. So you can see that they're trying to actually capture them. As we get further into the battle, we'll keep an eye on who has the most points and do a little bit of maths. Here we go, Britain going in with a cav unit here. Light dragoons going in, they're just going to take out some Peninsular Legion. Oh no, they're not Peninsular Legion, they're Irish Legion. In their Spanish green uniforms, but they did change their minds. And I don't blame the British for going after them. The Irish are their true nemesis, not the French. The British probably hate the Irish more than the French. I don't know, they're close competition, I think, of this era, who they hate more. But yeah, the Irish here fighting against the Brits, winning their own independence. So we've got lots of Laguerre in front here. Lots of Laguerre, which is very typical of Peninsular armies, I feel like. And also, it's a good way to duel with Britain, because these guys are better reloading skill, better accuracy than normal line infantry. And also, it'll be pretty good against Spain, to be honest, as well. I mean, Spain's obviously always a vulnerable faction when it comes to good old melee. Their morale's not great, so once you break 1 or 2 in a melee charge, you can often cause a bit of a domino effect. Whether that'll be the case here today, as there's a lot of balloon guard in this army, so at least what look like balloon guard. Certainly well-trained troops, and it also looks like maybe like grenadiers and stuff back here. Some of these guys look maybe grenadier-like. Spain has so many different varieties of uniform. It makes it a very colourful faction. We've got greens, blues, reds, whites, so many different colours. It does make it very, very pretty. But here we go, the first real red coats that they need to worry about. It looks like these are like the Royal Welsh Fusiliers here. They're getting ready to move up. Don't know whose corps they're part of. And a big, big British army now appearing on this flank over here as well. Some Portuguese as well, so like I said, being sprinkled in there. So they're coming forward. What is this? Oh, it's Brunswickers. Oh, nice. With the Brunswickers here. Usually see them in the 1815 campaign, not usually a peninsula, but they were there. A lot of like small German states that served with the Brits in Spain. Yeah, lots of buildings being taken. I mean, look at this. They occupy literally. There's a 2-pointer there being occupied by the French, and then we've got another like 1-pointer here, 1-pointer here. I think these are all 1-pointers. It's 2, 3, 4, 5 points, 6 points they have currently. I guess Britain, well, the coalitions will hold the 4-pointer there, and in theory occupy all the ones behind if they get something in there. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe they just go for wiping each other out. We'll have to see. But there's certainly a long, long battle. Looking at the like, usually I can tell from like looking at the size of the file if it's going to be a long battle. This one's a pretty chunky one. I'm expecting this to be a long and well drawn out battle. So get yourselves some snacks, get yourselves plenty of drinks, keep hydrated, guys, and you know, a full stomach, because oh boy, this is going to be a long one. I feel like it's going to be. I'm also intrigued what this unit is all the way in the top over here. There's a little red unit. What is that? It's a Chasseur Cheval. I think. Oh, it's 20 out of 37. I think this player's not realized it's back. I think that is what it is, because yeah, they should have brought that back to the battlefield. So there's just, you can just see the top there of the corner, right at the top. It's not moving at all. I guess if we go all the way around the back and hit something there, but they aren't doing it. I guess because the player just hasn't realized that it's returned, literally at the red line as well. But yeah, the good thing about Stock Arc is there's a nice little hill here for the French in this tree line where they can mount up guns and they can really make themselves a pain and a nuisance. And either Britain can come forward or they can just try and dig down into Stock Arc. I mean, Britain also has its own very nice hill, which they're mounting up their Portuguese artillery right now onto it, and they're going to start to try and shell. And I imagine we're going to have a big, good old cannon duel here that will go on probably throughout the entire battle. And here we go, Soult is arriving with his army. It looks like they're going to really try and centre around Stock Arc, which is not a bad idea, to be honest. I think that's probably best for France. They rely more on melee. They don't want to try and duel Britain in the open field if they don't have to. Because Britain has possibly better cav. Maybe not more of it, but certainly better cav. What do we have here? Ah, we do have Hussars. Again, I saw the red uniforms and thought maybe these guys are like guard cavalry, but they're not. They're just the Hussars. They're pretty decent Hussars, that's for sure, but they're not guards. They're not guard cav, like guard chasseurs. Oh, we do have the Vistula Legion here with like their lancers, so this is a very, very good unit. Definitely want to see that in action. Yeah, a lot more Legare coming forward as well. So yeah, good. They possibly do have more cav, but definitely not better cav, I think, is the case with France. Certainly those British Dragoons are something to be feared, that is for sure. Yeah, they've got a good position. They've given up Stock Arc, which is fine. They don't need to take it right now. There's plenty of time in this game. Looks like they're going to sense their position on that hill and then just sort of wait for Britain to really come to them. Well, I'll give it a little bit longer, but it does look like Britain is going to initiate a fight in a moment. But if nothing happens, if they take a dry spell, we'll make a cut. But it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. Already the Voltigeurs here are getting some shots off. It won't be long till the Legare will be in range, I thought, as well. There we go. Volleys are being traded. Britain is advancing his chances, sending forward 2 brave redcoat units on their own. The rest of the British army hasn't yet really arrived. France, I'm going to try and take advantage of that. More redcoats moving up now, but yeah. Yes, the grasshoppers as well, the 95th. I think they're going to put some stakes into the ground, maybe. No, maybe not. They're just going to look the other way. I do like how skirmishers do this. Like, you're not even worth us looking at you. We're just going to turn our backs and reload our guns. Oh, cav charge coming forward here. A little light cav. Looks like Portuguese, maybe light cav or something like that. It's going to go for guns. You see an 8-pounder here that is open, but it's not really. Got some Italian chasseurs here that are going to cut that off very quickly. I like that they're called the real Italiano. They're the real Italians, not the fake Italians that I don't know, that are about and everyone knows about. I guess the fake Italians, maybe Piedmont in the eyes of the French. They're the fake Italianos. Yeah, Britain also looks like they're going to be making an assault for this building over here. We have got a line infantry in here. And Britain looks like they're going to be sending forward some of their own infantry to maybe storm it. Britain doesn't do so great in melee though, so it'll be interesting to see how this goes and whether they are going to go straight in. They're not messing about. If they take this building here, they could certainly threaten that French left, maybe possibly turn it, because the British can then just go straight through this town and push on here. You can see France is preparing for the worst already. We've already got Soult here with some line infantry setting up. I'm surprised maybe he didn't just try and counter it with some cav, but he wasn't interested at all. And then the skirmishers out here suggested that maybe there's more British troops on the way. I don't know. This skirmisher on its own seems a bit suspect. Yeah, here you go. There's British infantry, but it's not British. It's Portuguese infantry in that forest. And they have revealed their presence and to get a few shots off on the Hussars. And yeah, there's plenty of British infantry actually waiting in this forest. Actually, that Hussar needs to get out of there. They need to realize the threat that they're in. I don't think Britain takes this building. I don't think it's the wisest idea for them to be storming it with just redcoats. They want to be storming it with either like a Highlander or any sort of other grenadier unit, or just bombard it. I guess I mean, technically, I don't know what the rules are with like in the Lord's community when it comes to bombarding a building, but certainly in like with the players I play with, if you bombard a building and the enemy holds it, the enemy infinitely holds it. Like, so I guess maybe bombarding it isn't worth it. It's certainly one way to weaken the enemy. It actually looks like this light infantry is not up to it. The French here are failing, yeah, and they're going to lose it to British here. Whether it was a guard unit, I don't think it was. I think it was just a regular British infantry. You would imagine this building's going to be lost, and now, yeah, France is falling back. They don't like the prospect of having their flank turned so early. They are shifting some troops over here to contend with the forest. I guess maybe just to watch that flank. Because, yeah, Britain seems like they have quite a bit out
Our men
here.
are running, sir.
There you go, yeah, another like Portuguese light cav here, and more. Got hussars back here, I'm presuming it's the KGL hussars. There you go, building lost, the armory's been lost, Britain now occupies it. Oh wow, yeah, a lot of cav out here. Dragoons as well, yeah, okay. France is gonna, I mean, they've got the Vistula Legion out there, they've already taken some losses, but they're gonna need another 1 or 2 cav units there to maybe match that up, that's for sure. But yeah, as you can see here, very sort of docile sort of start to the fight. So I'm gonna make a quick cut, and I'll see you guys in a moment when it spices up. So we are back, and yeah, it looks like the French are gonna like go in for a little kill here with some hussars. Gonna check out some skirmishers. Not a bad little kill there. Some the hussars taking out a little skirmish unit. Nothing to support it. Looks like it's just kind of isolated. There's been a long little break there, to be honest. While both sides just kind of like duel with artillery, and now we're gonna see another charge down the hill here. Actually, Britain tried something themselves with the cavalry. They lost out, and looks like France is going to maybe counter. They're going to be forcing some squares here. And actually, so they're going to still go in. Portuguese infantry here clearly cannot form square, but Britain might be able to help them out. Yeah, there you go. French cav broke. But we're going to see a charge here from the line infantry. They're going to go into the squares. A little bit of an aggression here. France going on in. And this is how you beat the British, guys. Force them to form square, then charge them with a bayonet charge. I mean, it doesn't look like it actually worked out in their favor. British pulling out of the combat.
Our men are running.
And then you can see a side charge there from the Portuguese. Seems a bit cheeky by British to pull out of a combat they were in, but there you go. Messena losing out on that one. It's a nice little idea, but yeah, maybe it's slightly poorly executed. Whether the infantry and the cavalry could have linked up a little better. We're going to see more infantry maybe move forward, maybe give it a go. Certainly not a bad idea. It seems like the way that France is going to attack Britain is to attack this flank here of this British army, trying to ignore the Spanish inside the city. But Spain looks like he also is fancying moving forward here with his multicoloured hordes to try and help out the French lines here. Britain's also massing up a lot of heavy cav here. You can see we've got 1, 2 units. One is going in. So they're going to go up this hill, go for voltigeurs, line infantry. There's nothing exactly highly priced up there. I can't see any artillery or any generals. Going to try something. This is very risky. I mean, France, if they could have got a couple of volleys off here, inflicted some easy kills with this heavy cav, that would have been great. But yeah, that was a bold move there by the British, throwing up that heavy cav. And here we go, bayonet charges. The bayonets are twirling. The French are going in into the Portuguese, redlining almost immediately and breaking almost immediately. This is the problem, charging Britain head on with infantry, and this is looking a little suicidal right now from Messena. Well, it's not even Messena, it's Suchet going in. The red lining, because one is already broken, so they're just getting scared by their own comrades breaking. And they've got, even if they broke that unit, they've got nothing to back it up. There you go, yeah, that's just 3 infantry units that broke there. Now France is going to move back up its hill. Messena here being chased off by a heavy cav. There's a British infantry also going in. Whether they'll form square? Yeah, they will. And it looks like we're going to see a cav charge here. Yeah, Britain really eager to use this heavy cav, trying to break through. Dragoons going in. Looks like, yeah, this is a bold move here by Britain.
Our men are running.
Look at that. Firing squad of that square there broke that. Also, it's not being helped by other units breaking around it. France has scared off Britain with its dragoons, and then tried to charge into the side of the British cav, but cover coming in from the Portuguese. infantry there has managed to rout those 80 dragoons. So both sides taking some losses. Really, Britain not losing an actual unit, but losing some men. That's about it. We have France taking a fair few losses there for no real gain. We have got the young guard Dorsen now arriving. As you can see, he might make a difference onto the battlefield. These Voltigeurs, these Trilliers, things like that, they're all very good in shooting. So they might be able to actually put up some sort of a fight against the British lines. I still personally think, though, obviously they're in a really tough position to try and take out. Spain surely is the weak link. Though Blake is a 10-pointer. I feel like some of Spain's infantry, much weaker than the British ones. Surely they are the way to break through and just trying to break the deadlock. Attacking Britain head-on like they kind of are right now, France is not going to end well. Like, I mean, what is this Laguerre and line infantry doing from the centre here? Just pushing on forward, getting a point-blank range. Sacrifice. It's like a sacrificial lamb.
Men are running, sir.
I don't know what the plan is. I mean, if you're going to do this, great, but then send forward other infantry to take over. No? Being sacrificed to the Spanish and the British here. Again, look at this. More line infantry breaking. Getting mowed down here. Massena is playing a wild game. We have seen, looks like guns here. They are routing as well. Oh, that's not good. Chasseurs here, the Italian Chasseurs managed to get rid of the Hussar. And they're now going to go follow in on a little skirmisher. Still don't think it's worth it. Yeah, Dorsen now moving forward. We'll see how this goes. Dorsen can throw back the British on this left and might have a bit of a better chance. But Massena is throwing away a lot of troops there unnecessarily. It's also overstretched. I feel like Massena is kind of a little bit everywhere. We've got pockets of troops here and there. We've got Visual Legion for the Suchet here, which is great to see. These guys can certainly do a lot of work. Plenty of reserves that the French could throw forward somewhere if they wanted to. I think they need more troops on this right-hand side. They're clearly getting outgunned by the Spanish. They're going to throw a lot of cav out here as well, maybe to try and scare off the Spanish. But see the Spanish very preemptively forming square there. I don't think the French are coming in just yet. Here we go. The British and the Portuguese keep on shooting and tooting. They're going to keep on shooting and tooting. Here we go. Horse artillery also moving forward here for the Brits. They need a horse artillery because the British advance has been pretty rapid right now. They're going to point blank shoot these young guard and other French units there that are waiting patiently. The young guard in their fancy old uniforms here, doing their best. We got rank for rank of young guard. Get these guys into action. Get as many of them shooting as possible, I'd say. Gonna try and outgun the Brits. Yeah, I don't actually know if I mentioned which teams are playing as what, so I do apologize. So yeah, for the coalition, it's NR4, which I don't know if that's their full name or it's just what's abbreviated down here. And then for Imperial, it's the Napoleonics as their team, as their name. So yes, we will need to. I do apologize. I did mention that earlier, but yeah, those are the names of the two teams. But yeah, it's certainly both sides right now being very nervy. Both teams, I guess, you know, wanting a win, desperate for one. We'll see if this development here may cause anything. Surely this is going to encourage a French cav charge of some sort to try to dislodge these guns. And there's a couple of guns here that could do with being taken out. Looks like Britain again is fancying another charge. They're being really aggressive with their cav, their heavy cav, sending it forward on daring charges. Not the end of the world, but it definitely is a risky thing to do. Line infantry here, yeah, it's just prepping to get ready to go in. Again, France is retreating. They're giving up the edge of the tree line. So Britain might be able to move in. They've just got to try and get around Britain. Get around Britain or go through Spain, in my opinion. What's going on all the way out here? Something just intriguing me. Oh, there's a Spanish infantry unit here. Oh, there's a couple of units. Okay, so I think it's just a routed Massena unit that's re-rallied. It's just going to be shot to pieces here. I don't know what the plan was, but yeah, Massena sent some unit out there to go and capture a 2-pointer. It's not worked in their favor yet. They're actually just getting shot for free. Look at this, yeah, artillery's been just ripping through these poor, like, light infantry, doing a lot of damage, that is for sure. The Young Guard, you know, doing a little bit of work, but again, no real musket fight going on right now.
Our men are running, sir.
Men are breaking. I think that's the unit that's way out by that 2-pointer there. Yeah, that's broken. Yeah. Look, Spain successfully dealt with this issue. Not that it was really ever an issue, but yeah, kind of a bit of a waste by France just sending out that line infantry all the way on its own there. Oh, Spain kind of making a mistake here himself. A unit setting up side on. He's shot on the flank by a lot of Mercenaries de la Guerre here. Whether France could maybe push on this, I don't know. It looks like we're going to see Massena shifting over a lot of line infantry over here as well. Whether they're trying to shift Massena to one spot and maybe hit it really hard there, it looks like that might be the case actually. Now with the arrival of, you know, like Dorsen with the middle guard, maybe a middle guard fusilier says here, and also the Young Guard all available. They're now kind of taking over the centre. Suchet also looks like he's going to help out here, whilst we'll have Soult over here trying to deal with this open ground area, which to be honest could be pretty tough. But we'll see what happens. I think Soult probably has one of the toughest jobs there. Artillery re-rallied, maybe? I don't know what that is. Whether that's re-rallied or if it's just run for its life. They can't really go up this hill. There's nowhere really to go after this for France. The ground's pretty good for artillery. Oh yeah, it's an artillery crew here, I think. It's, yeah, just been rallied, I think. Here we go, Britain's coming in as a lone redcoat. Interesting. Back, just gonna maybe just test the water. I'd have sent a Portuguese guy first maybe, but no, here we go. Britain looks like they are gonna go in. Finally. Someone has to make the move. Can't even see anything. That's their perspective right now. They are firing into just green. Yeah, they're just shooting like a little Voltigare here. They can't even see that Voltigare. And it actually looks like they could grab that infantry unit there. Yeah, went to orange. Jeez, I didn't think it was that bad. Yeah, it seems like both sides still being very passive right now. Very, very passive. It's the only real fight that's really going on is the one over here, the line fight over here. France and Spain dueling a little bit. France in their light blue uniforms looking very snazzy. Yeah, still not much going on. No side really wants to make a huge commitment. Certainly not after the French getting pushed out to the Stock Arc. Has there really been any sort of major push? Most of the dead here as well, all French. So France is kind of, you know, already a bit of a disadvantage. They're not going to make a daring move, I don't think, just yet. And here we go, Dragoons going in. They are going for these guns, like I mentioned earlier. I thought that wouldn't interest the French cavalry, but yeah, they actually succeed. They nearly got this, not quite. And now we're going to see a response from Britain. They're going to send forward their cav, light dragoon here from Britain. It's going after that one Voltigare. It's not worth it. Sending cav is just. Oh, that's a mistake though. Britain just shooting its own light dragoons there, and not many lost, about 2 or 3. It matters. It matters. To make the difference in a battle. It's not going to be game changing, but it certainly helps. Look at this! Wow, 1 Spanish infantry is pushed back Massena's 3. Well, 2 and a little skirmisher, but still, wow. Does France really... I mean, there is more Spanish infantry now on the way, but did France really think this was a major threat? And they've also given up their gun position up here. I don't know what this plan is from the French. They're retreating. Yeah, Soult's on the retreat. I don't know where he's going, but he's retreating. Suchet is going, like they are fully, well. Senna's going back up onto this hill. Suchet's coming off. I really do not know what's going on, guys. Very passive game. I think again I'm going to make another cut just for you guys, and I'll see you in a moment when again and hopefully a bit more action gets underway. Because yeah, right now there's nothing going on. Okay, so we are back, and it looks like the French are going once again in for this force artillery here. Italian dragoons coming on in. They're going to try and take out these this gun position. They might try and get the other one as well. They might get both. Nope, they failed. Well, actually, they managed to get one, but I don't know if they'll get the second one. Oh, I don't know. Maybe she says that the real Italians did. They managed to go in with a second cab unit here. Managed to get both of those guns. A bit of a win there. France, look at this big column of infantry from Suchet going down this road. Wow. That is going to be a big problem here. And looks like Britain is seeing an opportunity now to counter. With British infantry being committed in a bayonet charge there against the Young Guard. I can't see them winning that, but yeah, this is a big push here now from the French, and this looks like some action is going to take it away. And a cab charge here. We have the Peninsular Legion going in, smashing into another gun crew by the looks of it there. Taking them out. I think the British here are going to scare off the guns though, as the KGL come in with their hussars. Here we go. Looks like Suchet is finally taking some action. Taking this battle by the balls. There you go. Suchet. Hussars going in. Maybe fired a little bit whilst in melee. Don't know. With a heavy cab being committed now. Look, Grenadiers, the line here. Yeah, this is a big. This is a do or die moment here, I think, for the British. And the French, to be honest. Either side, whoever wins this engagement probably has the advantage going into the next phase of the battle. All scares here. I mean, the melee for the Young Guard I don't think was insane, but they'll do okay, I would have thought. Dragoons here trying to catch out the British ones. They are redlining. You need to be careful. It's looking a little messy here when it comes to melee, I won't lie.
We have killed their generals.
A general's been killed. Okay. Oh, yes. France managed to get in. A hussar here. I don't know how they got this through, where they've come from. Maybe through here, through this gap in the line. They managed to get one of the British generals. That's a big win. They are going to be dealt with by light dragoons, but that is a win for them. And you can see, look at this mass shot now taking place. Britain is shattering here. That is a problem. I mean, look at this. France is still not in good space. They are kind of getting attacked from 3 sides at the moment. But this is certainly helping. Line infantry going in, doing some damage, but they are getting hit hard going into melee. More cab coming in, the hussars here. Britain needs to form his squares up. He really needs to form squares, but if you form square, then you are vulnerable to being bayonet charged. Grenadiers slamming on into the Portuguese. Britain kind of firing while in melee there. Needs to be careful of that. Very careful. Spain, by the way, has also started his offensive on this side. They are going to try and attack. Spain coming in with some cavalry here, harassing the rear of Massena here. Didn't form a square, could have. Such a heavy cab as well, actually, of the Spanish here. They're going in. They've managed to break Massena there. Spain, by the way, also has cab all the way in the back. They've had not done anything with it, but I've just spotted it while we had a bit of like downtime. So yeah, Spain is causing all sorts of problems for Massena. Massena is running. He's running to try and join up with Suchet, I think. So yeah, look at this. And the Young Guard also obviously getting involved in this fight. It's looking very good right now for the French. They need to try and keep this momentum up. Don't let Britain set up. Don't let them try and reform. They need to try and take out this enclave over here by the town.
Our men are running
If they keep smashing on through, they'll be okay. Yeah, the Brits are still in retreat. They are running for their lives. They can try and just smash as many of these British units, like formations up as possible. That'll be ideal. Peninsular Legion here need to form square. Point the heavy cav, but yeah, they need like this British army over here is kind of this British section. I don't know if it's a whole army or what. This is kind of isolated. They can try and split it off from the rest of this force here. And there's another small British force over here, which is kind of isolated. And then really, in theory, they could turn on Spain. Spain is also isolated. They're pushing up here on their own. I mean, we're going to see, looks like a bit of a cav fight in the forest here. I don't know what is going on Dorsen with his lancers there. Needs to pay attention. But Massena needs to make a stand somewhere. He can't just allow France to get sandwiched between the two forces, because that's still a danger. Here we go, cav charge from the British. Still going in, they are redlining. Yeah, Britain's heavy cav, you know, it's not done lots yet, but it's just a constant threat. Got a Peninsular Legion here, they're just dueling with the Brits. A good bayonet charge, I think, from these guys, and they could do some serious damage, to be honest. They're also some of the few units that can probably duel with the British in a line fight. Again, they go in. British unit form square. Sort of? Yeah, I think they have. Peninsular Legion coming in, they're trying to deal with this heavy cav. They might do it. They might take it out just about. And there you go again, Britain falling back. It's the fury of the Poles. Yeah, France now is shuffling over units over here. They've got Peninsular Legion, and they're mass routing units as they work their way down the line. The building here also got destroyed at some point. I didn't even see this happen. They've done that, and I mean, there's still like French cav just dotted out here. Can get these dragoons to try and hit the units as they retreat these British units here. Yeah, it's looking good for France right now. That loss of that general is massive right now. They need to try and trade, get a general kill themselves, the Brits. There's another general here for Britain that's still very close to the front line. He's playing with fire being this close to the front line, that's for sure. France over here is falling back. I guess maybe they just think going against Britain in open ground is not for them, but they just don't want to overextend, which is also fair enough. Dorsen here trying to do his bit. Massena is already set up, prepared for the worst. Spain is on its way. Blake is very much on the heels of this this French army. He's just out-positioned, out-maneuvered Massena all game, it seems. It also looks like, was that Dorsen losing his... No, what is this? Touché. Alright, just being mowed down, I think,
The
by...
entire unit is dead, sir.
Yeah, it's just Spanish cavalry getting mowed down. Fair enough. Dorsen still has his Lancer alive. Still plenty of cav back in there. I don't know how good this Lancerberg is. Still okay, but it's still got the Peninsular Legion Lancers as well. It's still got some big guns as well alive here. Still got his big horse artillery unit here with him. Yeah, Massena's also actually involved in the advance. He's everywhere. He has to be, I think. He's a 10 pointer. I hope he bring mass. They should just carry on up this road. Just keep moving up this road. Outpace the Brits. And they'll be able to catch him and give him a bayonet charge. Still got the Portuguese light cav there. Still got the heavies. They're taking a lot of hits, but they're still alive. And again, the Brits have been caught here. And they allowed them. I was going to say they allowed them to escape in France, but no, not quite. Not quite. This is a serious problem. Like, Spain needs to get a shuffle on. He needs to try and keep the pressure on here. I don't know how much more he's got. Surely there can't be like much Spanish like assets back here. The Spanish gun that's been left behind is just back there as well. So yeah, they need to get that somewhere and in action if they can. But it's slow moving. A good screen going up here from the French. I mean, they're screening really nicely with like the middle guard, young guard. The center's also been involved in the screen. Looks like they are going to try and form up on this like slight slope here. Get the artillery to start firing. Sultan's going to try and get his guns. If Spain was in his right mind, he'd just carry on charging. Just charge and try and get these guns. He's got to do that. What's his infantry doing? It's running whilst in this really long line. I think that most of the Spanish troops have been running. The dust coming off them means they've been sprinting places. Not so great. But yeah, luckily for the French, the horse artillery can get set up. The Spanish have stopped moving. And now the horse artillery is going to be merciless, I would have thought, onto the Spanish below. We've got more guns to set up here. There's two gun like units on top of each other. One of them an old guard, that's why. British got like a little isolated square here. Actually got 2 units here. No, one's routing. Yeah, they got this little square isolated just taken out. Oh, shooting the Lancers of Berg. Come on, guys, sort it out. Someone just charge with a young guardian. Just charge and take them out. Literally as they come out of the square, they were orange line as well. And there you go, the Lancers go in. As soon as they're out of safety of the square, the Lancers take them out. There's another British unit gone. That's pretty much all British forces on this side. Seems like dealt with. There's a few cav units and a few skirmishers got out of here, but it doesn't seem like much of the line infantry got out of here safely. The ones that did kind of dashed over to this side, over towards the armory here, towards this hill. But yeah, it's not looking good right now for the coalition cause. France made a very bold push with the Young Guard, and the Senna and Suchet all made a really bold push. Kind of pulled off in their favour. The guns on this position here can certainly do some serious work, as long as they don't shoot their own men. They did just witness a few Frenchies go flying. Salt needs to be careful. I don't know what formation he's setting up there, but yeah, he doesn't want to just set up along that road. Still get flanked. I don't know what the plan is now for the French, but surely coalition go on the defensive, probably try and garrison around Stockach, make it as painful as possible for the French to do anything if possible. Cav fight out here, and yeah, the Lancers of Berg I think have been routed there by the Portuguese Chevaliers, Portuguese Dragoons or whatever they are. Taken out, gone, and now I guess they can be a pest in the back for the French. I don't think they can do much more than that. Looks like Spain's going to try and take up a position on the old French positions here, on this big old hill, and wait for the French to come down. Hit them hard, boys! Hit them hard! And the British are going to join their Spanish comrades here. Again, France using these roads here. They're going to march on down and probably try and use them for speed, and also just try and, like, I don't know, force a way through. I guess, I don't know, maybe get a bit of a charge bonus? I really have no idea. Here we go. Square getting formed by the Spanish, so that's going to stop any sort of dragoon charge there. It's not bad. I mean, look, the French are getting pretty close. If they wanted to, they probably could charge some of these Spanish units. If they can get behind and get that Spanish general, they'll be in a good spot. I feel like they have the cav, that they can give it a go, but Spain still has healthy cav as well. And I still think they have that heavy cav dotted somewhere. Yeah, here. I don't know if any of the British heavy dragoons are still alive, but here we go. Spain is going to go down with its own heavy cav. I think this is heavy cav anyway. is going to go in. I don't know. Oh yeah, none of this infantry here can form square. All the gear, they can't form square. Very vulnerable. And yeah, that's not good for France. And Spain gets a bit of revenge. Now we're going to see a bayonet charge. And this is the Spanish Empire striking back. Maybe. There you go. I mean, they did rout that the Spanish infantry, but they did manage to succeed in stopping the French advance, routing a couple of infantry units. We've got the artillery here setting up. Can they get a volley off before the infantry here for Britain overwhelms them? I don't know. Don't think so. They haven't loaded their gun. Someone forgot to load the artillery. Oh, we're going to see a bayonet charge instead to say. Oh! They just break. I think they just broke their own French infantry there, sadly. I think the canisters volley. Oh my gosh, yeah. Point blank range with the canisters there, routing the French and the British infantry. Might have been worth it though. Saved the gun. That's a good thing. Middle guard here and young guard setting up, trying to deal with the British in their long, thin line. The Portuguese are forming their strange formation. France charging up the hill while being charged downhill by Spanish cavalry. And the French mercilessly, look at that, mercilessly volleying into that Spanish cavalry, breaking it. The infantry holds and runs back up the hill. And France right now is just trying to bait Spanish cav and units in it seems with a futile charge, and then hitting them hard with precision volleys right now. But yeah, I think the young guard just needs to get in the melee. The French also are technically being attacked in the back. So these British like renegade units returning to cause some problems. There is a British general here as well.
The men are fatigued, sir.
He could just get shot up. But again, looks like the coalition on the retreat for now. On the retreat. Spain's general's still alive, and it looks like, I mean, I can't see much in the way of French cav that could cause any problems. We've got a not a young guard, sorry, a line infantry back there, holding on to that armory. As it's looking right now, I mean, the French still hold like a lot of buildings here. 2-pointer, they have, I think, 1, 2, 3 other points. That's technically 5 points, I think, and certainly as far as I'm aware, they coalition holds Stock Arc, or just the 4-pointer there. I don't think they hold anything else just yet. Oh, actually no, they hold the one down here. They hold this one. Well, they did anyway. So that's 2 points. Actually, it's 6 to 5. It's very close. France is moving on Stock Arc as well. So, and there's nothing between them and Stock Arc. If they take that, then it's not GG, but it's you know, the coalition need to be proactive again. But with what? I do not know. They're just getting rolled over right now. This young guard has the chance to take out the artillery. It's not making any moves to get moving. Oh, they might be okay though. Artillery counter-string at point-blank range, doing a lot of damage to that young guard and routing it. Very nicely done there, artillery. And yeah, Britain still has some forces in this tree line here, including one of those heavy dragoons, or those dragoons, which are heavy cav for them, I guess. But yeah, France does not care. If a few outlying units get wiped out, that's fine. The main column is moving through the town. It's going straight in, and the Spanish are occupying. Well, actually, no, they're pulling out of Stock Arc. They're going to pull their unit out, as you can see here, and they're going to just give it up. I guess they just know when they're beaten. Let's not sacrifice a unit to this huge column of guardsmen, which is probably for the best, to be honest. But yeah, it just seems as though France is in the ascendancy. They didn't look like they were doing too great to start with, but they've managed to turn it around a little bit. Spain is kind of split in two. They've got forces in the town, and they've also got forces still on this hill over here. Looks like it's going to be Salt that's going to have to deal with these last few units here. Spanish, you know, they're still healthy units and good units. And that balloon guard is still alive. And the huge battery of horse artillery charges on board. They have not given up yet. I don't know where the old guard artillery is, if it's still here. But yeah, the British are also still like present in the back lines. They do need to be careful of that. Technically, like, France is sort of encircled here by a loose ring of coalition forces. If the coalition can get their act together and like do some serious damage, they could be onto something here. The British tried a bit of a charge with the heavy cav. They're getting counter-charged out by Laguerre. And that did not pull off in their favor by the looks of it. Middle guard here, he's a melee if I remember correctly. So he says they're going to go in for a bayonet fight here. See how they do. Oh yeah, they'll do well. Look at that, instantly red line the Spanish unit here. Can they storm the building? We'll see. A young guard here going to form up volleys, I imagine, as any British cav that charge down that road. Just the Laguerre is just going to bayonet charge cav. I don't know how wise a move that is, but it's kind of working. The cav's orange line. That's something, you know. That's the red. Are they seriously going to rout this cav from
Our men are
running away? Yeah, I don't know, maybe. And actually, the British are going to change their mind and go after the British general here, and they might actually get him. Look how close they're getting close. I think they're going to get him. Oh, so close. They're tired now. They can't form square. This British cav should just pick them off. This is a strange one, I won't lie. I won't lie. That's one of the weirdest duels I've seen in a little while. But yeah, France going in his middle guard in here. Try to win this battle against the Spanish infantry garrisoned in there. It looks like they should win it, to be honest. But yeah, it looks like it's really Dorsen and Touché here leading the charge. And they are probably going to take Stockard because this unit is redlining. I don't know. Combat winning slightly. Yeah, they should take
Our
it.
men are running, sir.
And there you go. Finally, that Laguerre is routed. The fools. Gonna see more young guard pushing out. It's a bold move, like I said. These guys can't form square. They need to be careful. Throwing away good Frenchies like that. And there you go. Finally, we've got a this building being taken here by the French. The Spanish looks like they're being routed as well on this hill. As well, the corps here rolling them up. Britain's still in the back lines here, with it looks like the Brunswickers. They managed to survive quite a way into this battle and some skirmishes, but that is it. There's not much more over here for Brits. It's really come down to Blake. I mean, this British corps over here, I don't know whose this is, but they've still got a few troops alive as well. There's 7 minutes left of this battle. So it's going to come down to the wire, and I think down to LOCs.
We have killed their general.
They got another general
now
dead.
They must break.
Who is that? Whose general is that that's dead? Was it Massena? I think Massena's routed, that's for sure. I guess, yeah. I think it might. Or enemy general killed. So I presume it must be a coalition one. But also Massena has been routed at some point in this battle. I didn't even see that. I'm presuming Blake's got killed off. It's over here. I do not know. Because it's over on that side, and that, I presume that would be him. Yeah, the British general that we can still see is still here. I don't think there are any other ones alive. No, this is a British officer, like general as well. So there are some still alive. And now Dorsen clearly feels comfortable to duel the British in a line fight. The Guardsmen have done him pretty proud today. Yes, it seems as though France now just got to do a bit of a mop-up session, getting rid of these last few units. But it's certainly been a really interesting battle, very tactical, very passive at points. But yeah, both sides, you know, looking for that right opportunity. France in the end did find it. I didn't think they were going to find it. Thought they were just going to get ground down by the coalition, but they managed to turn it around. And there you go. I did not think that the British were going to do that, but it's a bit of a forlorn hope. They managed to rout a young guard, I guess. It's a bit of a win. Oh, there you go. The old guard artillery is still alive, you can see. And middle guard here, surely form square and stop this, yeah. Yeah, I really thought the French, you know, early on, were going to get ground down here. They're just on this hill, they're just getting pushed back. But no, in the end, it seems as though, obviously, they repositioned, they shifted over here. It took a little bit of time, a lot of maneuvering, and then they punched their way through. Killing that general off, obviously, massive help. That really helped the whole situation. You've got to get lucky with those sorts of things if you're going to try those risks. And they got lucky with the French, and they managed to pull it off. Let's get another charge here. They're going to get a young guard. These heavy dragoons, you know, they've been a problem. And he keeps doing this. He's pulling them out of... I mean, this is fine. It's how he's preserving them, keeping them alive. Managed to rout another young guard. Clearly, they're not finished yet. Also, he's shooting kind of his own men. Be careful with that. I think Dorsen should just go back to Stockholm. I mean, he's pushed out too far now. He kind of has to persist, but I think he should have stayed in the town. Just use that. But it looks like we're going to see the French also are setting columns down here because they know that building over here, this 2-pointer here, is occupied. So we've got Suchet here. He's setting over his Vistula Legion. We've got like line infantry here as well. Yeah, they're going to try and storm him. The Vistula Legion, tiny little 20-man units now. They are not going to be able to storm that building, I would have thought, effectively. Who knows? Who knows? And the French actually are storming this one as well. They've taken that one. Wow, the Voltigeurs, the Irish Legion, managed to take it. Okay, so that's another building taken. I think they have enough points now that they don't have to worry about LOC issues, but better safe than sorry. I think we're just going to fast forward now, and we're just going to see sort of like what happens. We're just watching like a singular musket duel here, waiting for the French to just sort of, I don't know, rout the Brits here. I imagine they're going to rout them. I don't know, maybe not. The grasshoppers or some sort of like rifles here are still alive. They could cause a few problems. We'll see. The young guard though have certainly been an MVP, or the young guard and the middle guard have been an MVP of this game. Certainly made a big difference. Though they're like Dorsen's like a 6-pointer, you know, his units that he can bring are heavy hitting. That is for sure, heavy hitting. They're old guardsmen, or like all his infantry are. And yeah, they do a real good job. They certainly like provide that extra elite infantry.
Now they must
Another
break.
general dead? Oh, it's the dismounted one. Yeah, that helps. Another general dead, but I don't think he has an army left. I think yeah, we're just gonna see the timer run out here. As yeah, the young guard is going to mop up these skirms, probably get that cannon. There's not really much else they can take out. The Spanish still have a gun over here that has slowly moved from that hill. And then, as you can see here, yeah, the Massenda's Legate. I don't know what they're doing. Massenda had a bit of a strange game, so as leading as the 10-pointer. Felt like there was a little bit of indecision, a bit of indecisiveness. They certainly got like stalled early on. I know that it's not that like totally their fault. Good that they had their teammates around them that just kind of like led them to victory a little bit. Suchet managed to take this building over here. I certainly felt Suchet and Dorsen after a little while kind of led the way sort of the assault. But yeah, certainly a very fun fight. And there you go, technically a draw, but it's an LOC victory for the French. So well done to their team. But yes, it's certainly good. It's certainly been a very fun one. Thank you very much for sending it in. It's from the perspective of the Massena player, so I can't remember the name of them off the top of the head, but yeah, well done to them and to their team for winning. And as you can see here, we've got some decent kills, 157 kills for the Legate here. We've got the Dragoons getting 146 kills, then Line Infantry 85 downwards here, as you can see. There you go. Hope you guys did enjoy the battle. It certainly was a fun one. These clan battles are certainly very tactical, very close. A lot of like good players playing in them. Get some great quality replays out of them. But yeah, if you enjoyed that Peninsula Clash, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment show your support. And I'll see you guys in the next Napoleonic Clash. Until then, bye for now.